Today we're talking about soil amendments and fertilizers for your plants to keep those plants growing healthy.
And we think that the best place to start is to describe what a soil amendment actually is.
Absolutely. One, everybody knows that our soil is very bad here. If you're digging a hole in the ground here, basically it's all sand, rock, and clay. So it's very difficult for a lot of plants to get their roots anchored into something that they can wrap around and absorb water and nutrients from the soil. In order to do that, you need a lot of organic matter because you can't hold a lot of moisture in a rock or clay will actually hold it, but it doesn't release it very easily. And you need to mix that about half and half with the native soil. So what the soil mix, the planting mix does, is it gives the plant roots an intermediate layer for them to grow through until they have to get to our native soil. So that's the importance of it.
And so what is the difference? This says that it is a planting mix and mulch, and now this says that it is a potting soil. Can you tell us the difference between the two?
Yes. One is a soil amendment, which has to be mixed with the soil. You can't plant directly in this. You have to mix it with soil at least half and half. The potting soil is actually a complete soil replacement. So that's what you would use in pots or containers or raised beds to actually plant directly in. It's a very rich, got a lot of organic matter, and it's more in form with what the plants are actually growing in from the growers themselves.
Okay, so this is in the ground and this is in the pot. So now let's talk a little bit about fertilizers. I see we have many fertilizers here. This is a gold dust starter fertilizer.
Okay, each fertilizer has 3 numbers on the front of the bags. Those numbers are what's called the macronutrients because they're what the plants use the most of. Okay, and they're always in the same order. The first number is nitrogen, which you can see right here. This has 5% nitrogen. It has 10% for the middle number, and the last number is potassium. The nitrogen is for leaf growth, which plants use for good green leaf growth. The middle number, the phosphorus, is for root development and flower and fruit production. And the last number is potassium, which plants use for stem development and structure, overall structure, to keep them nice and healthy, and also for disease resistance. So these all do serve different functions.
So when you talk about the first 3 numbers, they're always the same. So in this bag of fertilizer, the 3 numbers represent the same thing, which is nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, or people might say NPK. It's always these 3 numbers, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And depending on what you're fertilizing, you would want to choose a fertilizer. One, if you want to produce more green growth, like for a shade tree or for a hedge plant or for a grass lawn, you want a higher nitrogen content, which is the first number. So you can see that this has a higher first number. If you wanted something more like the starter fertilizer to produce more root growth quickly for new plants, you would want something with a higher middle number, the phosphorus number. Also for flowering plants, because this helps to produce the flowers. So that middle number is important to be higher in something that you want to produce more flowers, more fruit, or more roots on. And then the final number you just want for plant structure, and that's good for all plants. So with this being the peak of our spring gardening season, you want to make sure that you're planting all your plants properly by using the proper soil amendments when you dig the hole and plant them, and then use the proper fertilizers to maintain good plant health throughout the year. So for more information on this topic, visit us at starnursery.com or on the Southern Nevada Water Authority's website, snwa.com.